Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Villains on the Rebirth server. We are with our Mastermind and Nightmare Lass, who's level 29 with over a million experience and only 18,000 to go to get to level 30. And we have now 140 million infamy because I just sold another Architect Origin Enhancer of the ones I put up for 20 million influence. By the way, I put it up for like 100 thou. So, sold pretty well. We still have 5 items selling for between 10 and 100,000 is what I put them up for, and we'll see if we get anything. Doesn't matter how long they stay up there, who cares? I brought you back. We're not on a story arc. We're actually still doing newspaper missions trying to get Stella the Mouth to give us another contact. This is going to be probably the last contact in this zone, and then we'll move on to whatever the heck the next zone is. I can never remember in City of Villains because I've only ever played this upper level game once before. I don't think I've ever gotten a villain other than my Dominator from live in 2005 and early 2006 over level 30. I might have gotten my Stalker to around level 30, but I think she stopped around 28. This is now my second highest level villain that I've ever had, and certainly my highest level Mastermind. We're about to hit level 30. I think that'll happen in this episode because of the Patrol XP, so that's why I brought you back, even though we're just doing newspaper mission and probably a heist. Why do I always do that? I figured you guys would want to see me get to level 30 and see what new power we pick. I have no idea what I'm going to pick. I haven't decided yet. One option is Recall Friend. Potentially I could teleport my creatures. I'm not entirely sure if it will work on them. It's supposed to only work on members of your group. I'm not sure if the pets count. But one of the suggestions was to try that, and, you know, if it doesn't work, we can always respec out of it, which is true. We can also do multiple builds, I believe. You can do that on Homecoming, and I think you could do that on Rebirth. I haven't tried it, but we could just make a second build, and one build has Recall Friend and one doesn't. So that's possible as well. So anyway, we are here to kidnap a guy named Jake Emmett, which I have who made a computer game about superheroes, so I have a feeling this is supposed to be a play on Jack Emmert, who of course was Statesman. So we have to find him and kidnap him, and we're probably going to be leading him out. So it's another one of these lead out missions. I'm not sure who the enemies are going to be. The other options were Circle of Thorns and Sky Raiders, both of whom can be highly annoying. So I decided to go with non-annoying, potentially non-annoying, or let's put it, go with the devil I don't know rather than the devil I know. I know for a fact the Circle of Thorns and Sky Raiders would be annoying, so, you know, this might be somebody who's annoying too. Can we please click on the door here? There we go. This might be somebody who's annoying too. We'll just have to see. Oh no, it's Rick D. That's no problem at all. And I accidentally hit the 1 key. So I haven't been playing for a while. You may have noticed this will be my first post in half a week or so. The reason is actually somehow or other I injured my hand. I don't know what happened. I might have slept on it wrong, or I don't know. But my left hand, which I used to hit the W key and the 1 key, it was really bothering. It was sort of really cramped up and hurting. Whenever I tried to open a jar or something, it would just kill me. And so I decided to rest it. And I really haven't been using that left hand for much of anything. I think it might have been a little bit of maybe carpal tunnel starting to set in because I've been doing, getting ready to start the semester for my college, and I've been writing a lot of syllabus material. I mean, like, each of my syllabi is pages long, and I've been doing a lot of typing. And one of the reasons I had to do that rather than just using my old syllabi is that I'm doing all of my classes online this semester, and so that requires a different sort of set of statements in the syllabus. And so I was doing an awful lot of typing, and maybe I just did so much typing that I started bothering my hand. Maybe I slept on it wrong. Maybe I injured it and didn't realize it. I don't know. But it was hurting me, and I decided to give my left hand a break. My right hand's been bothering me a little bit in the sort of the normal way of just using the mouse over and over again, especially since favoring my left hand, I've been using the mouse for more than I normally do, and not using keybinds for anything pretty much at all, even in regular software like Word. It's like Control C to copy and Control V to paste. I wasn't doing any of that. I was trying to one-hand it as much as possible, other than the actual typing. And I think maybe that worked. My hand seems like it's pretty good. But anyway, that's why there haven't been a lot of posts. So we're fighting Rikti. We haven't fought them a lot, so let's talk a little bit about the tactics of fighting Rikti. You will notice that whatever else happens, I will always go for the Guardians first. And the reason for that is that Guardians have a force field power, a shielding power, and they can target any member of the other Rikti, any member of their spawn that's adjacent to them, and they will throw this force field over them, and it makes them much harder to hit. It's plus defense, and it's an insane amount of plus defense, right? It'll bring my minions to hit from whatever it is, 75, 80% to hit, down to like 35. So it's a very high defense buff, and then you're going to be whiffing a lot. And so the idea is to go after the Guardian first, and try to kill him first before he can shield anybody else. And one tactic you can use with Teleport Foe is to bring him to you. If you can do that, he doesn't have anybody adjacent to him to shield, and he's basically stuck. They can't shield themselves. And so that's actually a really good tactic you can use. But even if you can't teleport them, my recommendation is always go in and hit them first. Now, there is an additional complication with these communications officers. If they're in the same spawn with a Guardian like that guy just was, the communications officers will summon... We gotta watch this break here and hope none of our minions fall down into it. The communication officers can set up a portal that can summon more Rikti, and the longer you leave the portal open, the more Rikti will be summoned. And so you want to get them too. So the question becomes, well, when you run after the communications officer and Guardian in the same spawn, who do you go after first? My answer is Guardian, always. If you go communications officer first, the Guardian will shield the communications officer and make him that much harder to hit. Yes, the communications officer will summon another batch of conscripts, but they're just conscripts or monkeys, and they really can't kind of do anything to you. So you may as well just get rid of the Guardian first, and let the communications officer set up a portal and summon. Now let's see, I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit this drone, but I am going to give Curly a little better to hit, and let's see if he can get him. Drones are really hard to hit. They have a very high base defense. You're going to see our guy missing a lot, and I really should have given Mez defense to Curly as well. Because it's a boss, I wasn't paying attention. We should be alright here. It's just a regular boss. So the idea is the communications officer will put up a portal. That portal can be attacked, but you shouldn't attack it. Instead, attack the communications officer. Once he's down, the portal will disappear. And yes, in the time it takes you to kill a Guardian and the communications officer, there will be 2 conscripts who come through the portal. It's no big deal. It's just XP. As you can see, we're almost ready to level here. It's just XP. We have to turn off stealth. We have to turn off flight because this guy will not be able to follow me in those ways. And then hope he doesn't fall down. So yeah, go ahead and let the communications officer summon the portal. It's not a big deal. The conscripts and monkeys that come through generally will not hurt you. Let's hope nobody falls. Okay, he didn't fall. That's good. They won't be dangerous. We'll say they won't hurt you. They can do damage, but they're just straight attack, right? They don't have any mez, they don't have any ability to shield anybody, and they don't have high defense. So the conscripts are like the weakest of all the Rikti. Let them come through. Focus on the Guardian first, take him out, then the communications officer. Alright, now these guys are going to keep coming after me. Give myself a little bit of resistance. And kill the gunman. Well, while my guys are fighting him, I will go ahead and bring this guy. Are they going to kill him? There we go, and then we'll tell them to follow me. It gave me a little bit of a head start. Now, of course, potentially dangerous if we don't wait for our minions to catch up, because we could be ambushed again, and we don't want to be by ourselves. Let's go ahead and send the minions ahead. It's hard to do in a cave. Now, I can't really see to send them ahead, so we just won't worry about it. I've got some smashing resistance and some lethal resistance, and... oh, the guy got lost. See, this is why I hate lead-out missions. I wouldn't mind them if these guys didn't get completely lost all the time. But they get lost, they get hung up on my minions. I can't put the minions away because we're going to be ambushed, so I've got to keep them out. It's not a fun challenge, it's just an annoyance, and I really wish they had done something different with these. And we have leveled up. We are level 30, guys, which is why I brought you back. And we should now have enough street cred with our broker to go ahead and get another contact. Let's see. We do. So let's go talk to Stella, and then we will level up. Actually, we're going to level up first because it's on the way. There's Arbiter Freddy over here. This little building complex. If you see glowing presents, I think I've mentioned this before, they're doing the winter in July, Christmas in July event. And so it's like opening presents and stuff pops out and you might get a present or you might get attacked. Train to a new level. And we're level 30. So I don't want these two powers. We have our attack powers. We could grab Rune of Protection. Rune of Protection. And under here it says you cast Rune of Projection. Protection on yourself, granting protection from hold, sleep, immobilize, knockdown, disorient effects, as well as granting you a measure of damage resistance against all forms of incoming damage for a short time. Requires you to have two other powers. And then Inflame does extra boost. I actually like this. As useful as the teleport might be, I like this. So it lasts for 1 minute and 30 seconds. It's a 10-minute recharge, so we won't be able to perma this. But this is going to be really good for fighting bosses or for when we get attacked in ambushes. We can throw that on. Misdirection. Redirect enemies. It's placate. That might work well too. So we're going to be looking at those kinds of powers. Let's go Rune. I like that. So now we have the ability to defend ourselves. And that's right there. Where am I going to put that on my hotbar? Alright. These are buffs to the minions. This one is a self buff. I'm going to leave it there. We'll see how it goes. I like the idea. And now I believe that I do have a recharge enhancer, and I can put it straight onto Rune of Protection and speed it up immediately. So now it's going to recharge every 7 minutes. Quite nice. This thing needs a recharge enhancer on it too, I guess, right? World of Pain. So we're going to need to see if we can invent another recharge enhancer. Do we have one? We do. And we can invent it. So guys, I'm going to pause here. We'll go back to the base. I will show you the base a little bit, and we will invent our recharge enhancer and put it on World of Pain so that that thing will recharge more quickly as well. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're back in our base. This is the entry room. Not much here. And this is the workshop. Now what I want to do is eventually get an enhancement table and another salvage table, but I think what I really want to do is make a bigger workshop. Now if we look in the editing base menu, on the left hand side you can see this is kind of how you work the base. You can create a room, etc. So if you create a room, we want to use a workshop room. So the smallest one is 50 thou, right? We could actually afford another one now if we want, right? And attach it here. I could do that and then have one room be for storing enhancements and one room be for storing salvage. But I'd really like the bigger one. That's 100 thou. We don't have that right now. We have 56,000 prestige. So we're going to need 100,000 to get to to make the bigger workshop. And then the other thing I would like to place, and we're going to need to go into the workshop to do this. All right, so what happens is the menu items change based on the room you're in. So now we're in a workshop, and we can go to the arcane workshop and the enhancement table. This is so we could place another salvage storage actually right now if we wanted to. if I could find the room for it. 15,000. Why is it not? Oh, we have the maximum, so we need a bigger workshop to put another salvage storage in. Anyway, this thing is what I want, the enhancement table. You can store, I don't know, like 50 enhancements or something in here. So, and what does this forge do? Used to build items from salvage. I think it's base items. So what I want to do is get an enhancement table. That's another 100,000. So we're going to need another 200,000 prestige. We have 56,000 right now, so it's going to take us a while before we can actually get the enhancement table and place it down. So anyway, let's get out of this and let's go ahead and do our inventing. So I've been inventing because there's plenty of room in my enhancement storage here, but I don't have a lot of room in the salvage. Now we have some. We have room in our vault here, in our salvage storage. We do have plenty of room here. The actual vault is getting kind of full. Literally is full. Now let's see, do we have any orange salvage? Because what I've been doing is storing the orange salvage in here and then trying to put the excess salvage that I have into the vault. But I may not be able to keep doing that for very long. But one of the ways you can get rid of some salvage is go ahead and do some inventing. So we have recharge reduction here. Let's go ahead and create it. Right, and we can immediately use it, which means we don't even have to store it, and we can cut World of Pain down to 2 minutes, which is quite nice, right? So it lasts for 1.5 minutes, right? But so this is the buff that goes to our minions, right? It gives them resistance, it gives them damage, it gives them to hit, and so we can eventually put 2 hit buffs and damage resistance in here, but right now we want to get it to the point where we can make it perma and maybe turn it into a click power. So we're at 2 minutes. I don't know if we can do that. We're at 2 minutes and 58 seconds with this one recharge reducer of 34%. So if we can get it all the way down, right, the base is 4 minutes. We can get it to 2. We can't quite make it permanent. Maybe if we have hasten, we could, and I don't think we're going to get hasten on this character. But we can get it close to permanent. We can get it so that it's working a lot. Anyway, so we have some regular enhancements, run speed. At this point, it's probably worth taking this out and just putting the run speed in here because we won't need that. We won't need it. We won't need it for any other reason. We have this damage. I'm going to hold that until we get a slot at level 33. I expect one more slot on Hell on Earth to get it to max recharge. It'll be like every 5 minutes instead of every 10. And then we're going to probably put 2 slots on here, give a hold and a damage to this guy. And then the one other thing that I was looking at, somebody suggested we have these 2 that are the same thing. And we don't need them. You can use enhancement converters. I'm not sure how to do that. Or do you have to have them slotted in? Booster, we can make it better. I don't know how you combine, like how you use the enhancement converter. I've done it before, and now I can't remember how to do that. Let's see. Do we look in salvage? We have enhancement on slaughter, enhancement converter, info. So how do we use that? You can enhance your enhancement converter by clicking on the enhancement on your power tray and then clicking convert. Yeah, don't remember how to do that. So I'll figure that out for you guys. As you saw, we can also boost. We have 30 enhancement boosters, right? So if we want to, we can take something like this that's a level 30 damage. Let's just go ahead and do it to show you how it's done. And it'll make it level 31. Right, so now it's a level 31 enhancement, and instead of 34%, it does 36%. I don't know, can you do that again? Cool. So now it's a level 32 enhancement. So now it does plus 38%. I mean, I'm not going to keep doing that, but that shows you how it works. And you can make your enhancements better that way. Pretty awesome. Okay, let's head back out, and I will get the new contact, and I'll bring you back when we're ready to do that. Alright, so we're back, and of course, like a moron, I forgot. We need to rob a bank first before she's going to give us a new contact. So let's go ahead and rob the bank. I will bring you back when we are in Independence Port, ready to rob the bank. Alright guys, we're back in Independence Port. I'm invisible, and we're going to come over here and attack the bank. I've been in here a few times. I usually come around here. There shouldn't be anybody to attack us. And we can summon our guys. We will get ambushed, of course. That's the way this mission works. But the first ambush is actually fairly weak. And it's really the second ambush that's more complicated, because then you have to fight the hero and they're only attacking you, and then I'm going to use my panic power. Give myself a little bit more resistance and some break free. Alright, let's start causing some mayhem and head on into the bank. Should be some cops over here. Let's go get them. Oops, nope, hit the wrong thing. No, no. Take the cop, get the cop. Should have him, no problem. PPD shell. He's just a shell of a person, and here comes the ambush. They didn't even let me get into the bank before they hit me with the ambush this time. But in we go. So we're going to wait here a little bit because I think there may be another ambush coming, but that might have been the ambush. I really hate that tap target targets the citizens. There is a boss in here, so let's go ahead and do a little hell on earth. And go get the boss. Do some more damage. And now my guys can't get in here because of all the people trying to crowd out. That's really frustrating. And there's nothing I can do about it. The people are just going to block my minions. That's really frustrating. Like, you can't attack them, but they can block you. And now I'm being ambushed, right? Maybe not. Maybe these guys are just in here and I didn't see them in the crowd. I kind of want to be able to attack the citizens and beat them up. It's frustrating. To me, if you can't attack them, then you shouldn't be able to target them. Like, what is the point of making them targetable if you can't actually strike them? Nothing that you can't attack should be targetable. Because now you're just sort of annoying me with internet interface frustrations instead of anything actually tactical. Curly a little more damage. So one thing I've noticed with these minions is I still haven't figured out exactly what I want to do with the enhancement tray, because when you think about it, realistically, carrying, say, like 3 yellows is almost useless, because you can't give them to all of your minions, so it's only helping 1 minion. So I mean, it helps a little bit, but not that much. I don't know if I'm better off carrying a bunch of stuff to just help myself and let the minions kind of be on their own. I just don't know. Post your comments, those of you who play Masterminds. What's your kit? What's your inspiration kit look like? Which inspirations do you carry, and why? And how many of each? Do you carry a bunch of heals to heal your minions? Do you carry a bunch of resistance and luck to give them defense? What do you use? So now I'm going to keep an eye on the ambush that's bound to come. I don't have to watch the door physically because I can see up here how many hit points it has left, and I'm just going to watch until the bar goes down. And one of the real easy tricks, if you're targeting somebody and you don't have a visual on them, so you can't see whether they're dead or not, one of the really easy tricks is to watch the endurance bar. When the enemy is defeated, the endurance bar will drop to 0, and then you know it's beaten. Sometimes there's a little pixel of red, and it looks like they're beaten, but they're not beaten until the blue bar disappears, and then you know they're done. And here comes an ambush. So we're going to have to stop and go after that. So watch as this guy is being defeated, right? You'll see his blue bar stays up, and then as soon as it goes down, he's dead. You don't have to deal with him anymore. Alright, so now they can go after this thing again. Nice little bit of irony. You can't tab target the vault door. You can tab target the civilians, who you cannot hit, but you can't tab target the door of the vault, which you must hit to complete the mission. It's a little strange. Alright, so now we need to get out. Come with me. So now I'm going to turn on this thing, which gives me, hey, pretty good resistance. Not bad. And now I have Mez defense. Good Mez defense. This is like scrapper level. Pretty cool. I like that. Can't make it perma, but we can certainly make it so that we can use it a lot. That is an awesome special effect, by the way. I really am enjoying... Is this the sorcery pool? Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So now all of your little mezzes aren't going to work on me. And you're being slowed, so I can come around the corner and you can't hit me. And I don't need to heal my guys because they're not attacking my guys, they're only trying to attack me. Did they hold him? Oh, perfect. Look at that. Come on, get the boss. Got him? Okay, excellent. And now we're good. So that Mez defense is over, but it worked. It lasted as long as it needed to and protected us. Look how slow this Spec Ops is moving. That's because of Curly. We got a tip. Do we need to do tips? Oh yeah, we need to do some of those too, because I don't have my full villain cred up yet. I will do those off screen though, guys, because they're just generic missions. And these have been just generic missions too. The main reason I wanted to bring you back was so that you could see me level up. Alright, so let's go back to our contact and then we will be finished with this episode. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. We're 30th level now. Got a new badge. We got a new power. I really like this Mez defense power. I think it's going to be very helpful. The fact that it gives me 10 mag hold protection is quite nice. That is equivalent to probably about a level 30 scrapper. Because when scrappers and stalkers start, their mez defense is around a 7 mag, I think, at very low level, like 10th, 12th level. So, so yeah, we earned a bunch of prestige, by the way. The total prestige we've earned is 129,000, which is not bad. For a single character, we've earned quite a bit. And we'll be earning more and more as we level up. We're also now, at this point, getting less infamy because of the prestige we're earning, but who the heck cares? We have like 140 million. So, yeah. We don't need to worry about that. And introduced to a new contact, and this is Lieutenant Dimitrovich, who does science. So she's the last one left. I remember doing missions for her. I don't remember what they were. We will start working on her stories in the next episode. My hand's feeling okay, so I'll keep trying to shoot at least one episode a day. Until next time, I am Scrapperlock, and this has been City of Villains on the Rebirth server.